So I've only ordered this on the 4th of June, but it has already arrived, even though it's just the 17th. So shipping was pretty fast from AliExpress, and they were kind enough to mark it as a memory card, which has a value of $1, so that I could avoid taxes and stuff like that, which is nice of them. And it cost me around $35. So if you remove the outer packaging, what you'll find is a really nicely protected box of this mouse. I love this kind of packaging. And after you remove that, wait, I even got some thingy. Well, we'll check that out later. So after you remove that, you'll find the box of the mouse. You can read all of this if you want to. I'm gonna show you all the information that is written on the box. Otherwise, an unboxing would be completely pointless. So yeah, let's cut this and open it up. By the way, I got a smartphone ring like this, which can be used as a kickstand, but unfortunately, because of this color, I won't be able to use it. So if you slide out all the contents of the box, this is what you'll be greeted with. And yep, you can read this, if you can read this. So, on to the main ordeal, VR. So, this is how the mouse looks in natural lighting. As opposed to the G400 and the 400S and the MX518, these buttons are stealthy, so they are all black, as well as these. And the material on the side is rougher than on both the MX518 and the G400. The G400 had this really smooth rubberized texture. The MX518 had a sticky rubberized texture, and this, honestly, this doesn't even feel rubberized if I scrape on it. No, this is just plastic. It's not rubberized, which I guess is good for longevity, because the G400s and MX518s I've used in the past all had their rubberized textures scraped off, like here where my pinky went and here where my thumb went, because I use claw grip with this mouse, and that means that I hold the mouse like this while playing, so my nails scrape into this part and these two parts here as well. But let me show you the bottom of the mouse as well. So the clicks are the same as on the older mice. The scroll wheel is the same, the buttons are the same. The coating is different here, but basically there's none. Of course the logo is different. And what is also different is that you've got a ring of mouse feet around the sensor as well. By the way, a little bit of a history. The only problem with the, sensor-wise, performance-wise, with the old MX518, the only problems were that it had angle snapping, and that it ran at a lower base hertz of 125. But you could overclock the USB port it was using. You can still do, by the way. I'll link a file in the description, a package with which you can overclock your old MX518. And yeah, the last difference between this and the older iterations of it is that the cable there's a strain relief here where it wasn't on the G400. The thickness of the cable is just a hair thicker than it was in the G400, but it's more rubbery. The whole texture is more flexible than it was on the G400. On the G400 the cable was more rigid, but a little bit even thinner than this one. So that wasn't a bad wire at all, and this isn't a bad wire at all either. So let's do a quick comparison with the MX518 OG I have, and some other mice I have, like the from its time, from the MX518's time, the wheel mouse optical, which a lot of CS and Quake players used. And an FK1 is a Z813, G305, G Pro Wireless, G403, and yeah, the coating. I removed all the coating from this mouse with alcohol, but originally, trust me, it had rubberized sticky sides. And you can also see that the buttons are colored. What is this? Graphics are different, I guess, graphics, visuals. And the mouse feet are also different. And the last difference I wanted to mention was this cable. It's a lot more thick and stiff. So the cable is a definite improvement. And also this doesn't have any strain relief, just like the G400 didn't have any either, and that was the reason that a lot of times the connection would go bad here, so when you move the mouse around it would disconnect randomly.